Hello and welcome everybody to another online battle replay, and today I got for you all is kind of a Last Samurai kind of scenario, but I'm gonna go ahead and just play cover. And so I've got 3 sword attendants, I've got 2 bow samurai and 1 daikyu samurai. I've got 3 Yari samurai and then 1 bulletproof samurai. Where are they? Right, 1, 2, 3. Oh no! I have 4 Yari Samurai and 1 Bulletproof Samurai. I've got 1 Mounted Gunners, 1 Fire Cavalry, and then where's my Mounted Nagi Monks? There they are. So I've gone for a mix of the native, and this guy, he's PP Chaha. I think that's how you say his name. He's brought White Bear, Red Bear, White Bear, White Bear, White Bear, White Bear, White Bear, Red Bear, Red Bear, White Bear, White Bear, White Bear. He has brought a line of riflemen. No cavalry whatsoever, and this guy's general who's kitted out in gun, so he's got a revolver, which makes him very deadly. I brought the mounted gunners. They're kind of a bullshit unit, they really are, because nobody's going to be able to reload a fucking matchlock on a moving horse. Or hit something accurately, but I brought them in case there was carbine cav or revolver cav, so it's a good thing I did. But I'm thinking this guy was a newer player, and I'm not trying to say this to be mean. I'm saying this because look at his formation. Look how he's got his men in such tight, chunky block units. Deep ranks. This is bad for gun units that's not in Total War Warhammer, because only the front rank will fire. And I'm not trying to say this to be mean. Here he does spread out a little bit more, which is good, but still pretty chunky unit block formations, and he just draws one big line. While if I had all these fucking units, I would have had like 2 people on this flank, 2 really spread out in the middle, 2 really spread out on this flank, and then had a back line. So when these guys get charged, you have a second line that's firing in. But people play how they want. It's all up to them. I'm not trying to say this to be mean. I'm just trying to point it out there. So I've gone ahead and captured the sword dojo, and he has captured the archery dojo, which is not good for me because, as you can see here, increases the reload rate of all missile units and restores ammunition. So his guys will now reload a lot faster. Look, they got 60 on that one, 60, 60, 60. I think it's, yeah. So it's 60 across the board on the white bears, and then it's 55 across the board on the red bears. So the red bears are slightly better in melee, but worse shooting stats, as you can see. But they're only better in melee by 1, but they sacrifice 5, or at least from this, they sacrifice 5 in reload and accuracy, so I don't think it's necessarily worth it. Why did I bring the daikyu samurai? The daikyu samurai is same in number, but less reload skill. Oh, and he did play a retainer where all my bow samurai had less reload. But these guys have longer range, better accuracy, and same amount of ammo. But so I brought them for the long range skirmishing, figuring I could kind of pick off some units in his army, make him come to me, which I doubt it. I brought a pretty rushy army. I've got my meat shield of sword attendants in the front. I've got my Yari Samurai with fast charge, and plus I don't have access to Katana Samurai. Let's go ahead and look at this Bulletproof Samurai. So Bulletproof Samurai are just Yari Samurai with, I think it's 15 armor? 9 armor. But, you know, that's 4 more armor than almost double, so that's pretty good for them. And then the sword attendants, they're just cheap units that I can use to soak up volleys, get in there hopefully with a good charge. And I'm moving my cavalry to the far flanks. I don't do too good with my cavalry in this battle, I'm not gonna lie. But thank God my opponent here was newer to the game, or was just giving me a chance, I don't know. But holy fuck, I was so terrified when I saw all of those fucking units. I was just absolutely terrified. And here I'm just scooting up little by little, making sure my guys are all fresh. I don't want them being tired and exhausted when they get into combat, because the more tired your guys are, the worse they do in melee combat, which makes sense, because I mean, you can't have all the energy in the world running everywhere and then be like, yeah, no, I'm cool, I'm fresh, woo, great, and then go hack off a whole bunch of people's heads. Just not gonna happen. So he's gone ahead and pulled back with a couple of units, repositioning them. I'm moving out to the flanks. He's responding to, so he's actually looking at my cavalry, which is good. I'm moving these two on this flank, and he's moving these units to oppose them. I've gone ahead and split off a group of 2 Yari Samurai, well, the Bulletproof Samurai and the Yari Samurai for this flank, and then I've moved up my Daikyu Samurai and my Daikyu Samurai alone to hit this White Bear Infantry with some flaming arrows. Here they come, because I know I outrange these guys. Bam, look at that, just lovely. How much damage did we do with that first volley? We killed 16 of them. That's pathetic. 90 arrows and only 16 people die. That's just grossly inaccurate. But we're peppering them on the way in. I'm moving them back to keep their range advantage. I got my bow samurai now in range, and here comes a volley from them. I'm just focusing on this one unit because if I can create gaps in his lines, I can get rear charges. That bow samurai over there does not have a good angle, and I go ahead and move up my sword attendants, and they go ahead and eat a volley. But I'm just gonna pause this here for a second and talk about this. So this is another reason why I think my opponent was a newer player, because look at this. All of these guys cannot fire. Your units will not fire if they do not have a clear line of sight, and they're not going to shoot in the back of their own men. It's not like Napoleon or Empire anymore. So he has multiple units overlapping into each other, which I think is a rookie mistake. But like I said, I'm not trying to say this to be mean, I'm just pointing it out. So hopefully maybe he can learn. I doubt he's ever. Nobody fucking watches things, but, just in case. So like I said, just moving up the sword of tens just to soak up volleys and maybe get a charge. These guys get right into the combat and then rout. But they got 7 kills. As you can see, this White Bear infantry is taking a hammer in. My sword of tens are getting their charges in, so they're gonna get a couple of kills in on the charge, which is nice. He's moving his general over to support his units, which is a good move. I've switched my fire over to this White Bear infantry. I'm moving up my Yari Samurai all at the same time on fast charge so I can get them into combat. Moving my guys in, and then I've moved my cavalry around, and I'm just going to sacrifice this fire cavalry to this Red Bear just to keep it occupied so they don't turn and fire on my my Bulletproof Samurai. These guys are going to get a clean charge in. They're going to get quite a few kills, but they will succumb to the Red Bears eventually. But look at that. They got nearly 40... Oh, yeah, they got 43 kills on the charge. Oh, no? I did math wrong. 33 kills on the charge. I've moved up my mounted gunners behind his lines, and I'm firing into his general because his revolver cav scares me. Because, look at that reload skill. 90, 65 accuracy, a whole bunch of ammo. So I want them dead, and I did not notice that he turned these 2 line infantry around, and they just wreck my mounted gunners. My mounted Naginatas came in over here to occupy this White Bear infantry. They brought him down to half strength, so as much as I can ask for. I've won on this flank. He's still holding me over here. My Bulletproof Samurai are doing pretty good. They're continuing to push. My fire cav is routed, and I'm moving into the Red Bear infantry over there. My Yari Samurai over here is having a hard time with these White Bear infantry, but as you can see, he's done mismicroed again. He's still got I think an attack order on mounted gunners? Yeah, still has an attack order on my mounted gunners, so he runs right into all my troops. And that's pretty much all she wrote for this one. Just a couple rookie mistakes by my opponent. I felt like my strategy was pretty good, but could have been very easily countered. God, these fucking mounted gunners, they're such a bullshit unit. That's going to go ahead and do it for this battle. If you all enjoyed, why not leave a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're not, and you want to keep up to date with daily videos, and I hope to see you all next time.